What's up, cuties? Welcome to Chit Chat with QT. Join me as I discuss hot topics, celebrity news and gossip, reality TV show recaps, and more. Everything that I discuss are my own personal opinions for entertainment purposes only. Now, before I get started, please make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and sit back and enjoy. What's up, cuties? Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me get my phone together real quickly. But thank you guys so much for joining me. First, let me say, oh, I hate the way that they do this now. Let me go here. Home. Okay, here we go. All right, let me turn that down. Let me first say shout out to the Cutie crew. We had a ball last night and members only. Shout out to Nina. Nina, new Cutie crew member. Nina came in hot. Okay. Hot. I don't know if Nina is new. Maybe she just was in the bushes, not sure. But baby, Nina was on one last night. We had a good time. The Cutie crew was cutting up, being fast, and all of that good stuff. It was a ball. So thank you guys again. It was a lighter members only, and I really, really enjoyed it. But we are here for Power Hour. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Look, Melody, Sunni, and Chit Chat is Siccuh. Destiny Payton, baby. We gonna get into it. But I must stop the presses. Minerva, where have you been? Hey, Minerva. OMG. Nice to see you. Minerva, you've been on my mind. I don't know how come I didn't reach out. But welcome back, Minerva. Thank you for joining us. You guys come on in, hit the like button. You know, with the Power Hour, I cannot say hello to everybody, but I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the replay gang yang in advance. Shout out to those that are watching from the bushes. I appreciate you guys, and I'm not going to waste any time. I am going to go ahead and throw up this copyright disclaimer. We're going to get these hot topics out of the way real quick, and then we're going to get on into the Huntsville happenings. Melody Cherie is still coming out here and shutting shiznit down, and I like it. I like it. You know, I was about to go into a whole thing. Let me say that. But I'm going to share some information about Kandi Burruss. Kandi Burruss is under fire. Also Porsha and Simon. I actually had Porsha in my thumbnail yesterday. Didn't discuss her. So I'm back. So we'll go ahead and get into Porsha first. I will be sharing from the Jasmine brand on Instagram. If you guys are not following the Jasmine brand, make sure to go over there and follow. Excellent channel. She also has a new page. I think something happened with her old page, but I've been following the Jasmine brand for years. Everything that I share is covered under the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Fair use is permitted. So let me remove this. And child, it's about none other than Simon Guobadia. Simon Guobadia. Porsha just cannot catch a break when it comes to her soon-to-be ex-husband. Simon is on one, been on one. I think his feelings are just really hurt. But Simon wants those court records. Her financial records from that new contract. So I am going to give a shout out to, and I'll tag it in the live after the live. Michelle ATLN again was the first where I saw it, but I don't share folks' YouTube videos. Try not to. But that's where I heard it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and read this. He wants to know or wants Porsha to show him the money. Now, this is coming from the soon to be ex husband that wanted her to quit all her jobs. And he said that a week after Porsha landed that multi-million-dollar deal by coming back on Real Housewives of Atlanta, plus other things will come. He want to know how much she's getting paid and all of that. But he filed a motion against Porsha seeking to hold her in contempt as she's allegedly been willfully withholding mandated financial records in their ongoing divorce. Radar Online states that Simon submitted the court filing recently. I think it was on the 25th, if I'm not mistaken, accusing Porsha of intentionally breaking the law by refusing to hand over those financial documents the court ordered her to produce. So Porsha could be in a little trouble now, because if the court ordered her to do so, she gonna have to do so. I feel the same way, sis. Go away from us with this. But he ain't going nowhere, child. That man is hurt. And I think it's what Porsha said. He hurt because she filed first. Child, I ain't like this post. He hurt because that U-Haul wasn't able to pull up. Okay, that's what it is. But they said to date, the wife has willfully and intentionally violated this court's February 22nd standing order by refusing to turn over her mandatory discovery pursuant to the Fulton County rules. They additionally claim that due to Porsha Williams' lack of respect, they putting in key words to get the courts on their side. Due to Porsha's lack of respect for the court order, the production company behind the Real Housewives of Atlanta, True Entertainment LLC, is also being uncooperative, adding to the complaint. Excuse me. So, as of right now, the production company got Porsha's back. But on April 23rd, the wife filed petitioner's objection to and motion to quash respondent subpoena to True Entertainment. So in a nutshell, Simon is going to cause Porsha all types of hell, probably up until the point that they're divorced and even after, in my opinion. Simon gives me, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to do all of this after. The man finally got some fame thanks to Porsha, and he just won't stop. And you guys know how I feel. Let me scan, child, make sure Square B is not in here. But you guys know how I feel. Look, the prenup is the prenup. And yeah, you tried to control her by wanting her to quit all of her jobs, which she was dumb to do, in my opinion. And then now you're mad because she's back to earning her income. She wasn't broke. She was not broke when she got with Simon, married Simon, and everything else. And yeah, he wanted that. This should be a lesson to all ladies. I'm gonna throw Tisha in there. Get on out here with Tisha. Say they got their company. It is what it is. Make a name for yourself. Make your money. And Porsha was doing that. So I just don't like the way Simon is moving, and he's still moving literally, because he was in ATL for a little while. Then Simon took himself. I don't know what country he in now. That says a lot to me. Okay, Minerva. I'm gonna I'm gonna reach out to you on Instagram and so we can chat. But I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're feeling better, obviously. And I'm just happy to see your face. I see your avatar. What was I about to say? Shoot. Oh, I think Simon is running from something. Because why is he not just staying still for a minute? He's been in Dubai, he's been here, there, everywhere. He made a pit stop in ATL last week, and I think that pit stop was for his lawyers to file this new motion. So he's a pain in the earth. Do you hear me? He really, really is. But that's that on that. Let's go ahead and get into why Kandi Burruss is under fire. Now, you guys know that Kandi has been sticking up for Kenya Moore. And a lot of people are not feeling it. A lot of people are not feeling how it looks like Kandi is trying to blur the lines when it comes to the severity of what Kenya Moore allegedly has done. I knew Square Biz was here, child. Look at Square Biz talking about Simon is handling his business. He ain't had nothing. Square Biz, why won't he stay still? Sis, Pink Diva said Porsha is a good one because I would find out when he touches down in the city and would send immigration straight, baby, quick, fast, in a hurry to where he's at. I would too. And I would go ahead and hire a private investigator to find all the dirt. And then I'm going to go ahead and add that there right onto this divorce. Okay, Square Biz. Square Biz say don't start with her. Child, we ain't about to. I done moved on already. I'm all the way on Kandi Burruss. But as you guys can see, this is page 6. And according to page 6, Kandi Burruss has doubled down on Kenya Moore defense after the Real Housewives of Atlanta SEX poster stunt. And I'm just gonna let you guys take a look. Shout out to page 6, another website, news site that I've been following. Shoot, probably before all of this here, Instagram, Facebook, and all that. Page 6 is where everybody used to go when it comes to hot topics. But let's take a look at Kandi. Let me make sure this is unmuted.
And a lot of people
take a listen.
How did you support that? And I'm like, okay, at the end of the day, she didn't make up anything about somebody. She pulls unfavorable receipts off a line, which may not have been the nicest thing to do.
All right, I'm pausing. You guys make sure you're looking down in the bottom corner of where I'm playing this. But just take a listen. Kandi is really going to bat for Kenya Moore.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it was the nicest, comeback out of someone. But, when the ladies on our shows and on different shows on reality TV, when you say something to someone or you make a threat or you come at somebody in a negative way, you do not get to determine how strong the shade or whatever it is that's coming back at you. So that is my thing. Like, being on the show for so long now, I've become, so numb to some of this stuff that like people are like, that was so low. And I'm like, really? But we've seen Kenya walk into somebody else's event with a whole band before. Like, we see her walk into a nice event with butt pads on.
Look, when Kenya had that band at, I believe that was Marlo's event, that's petty and is not illegal. When she wore butt pads, that's different. And I'm just going to stop right here. Kandi, the people are not buying this defense because we know, again, the moves that allegedly you made sure was made when you said it's either Phaedra or me. When those horrible allegations came out, Kandi had a fit. You guys remember Kandi crying on that reunion stage, all of the above. Porsha was in the middle of it. And, if she went so strong or felt so strongly about that, then she should understand why And look, I'm not feeling the new girls. That's a different live. But she should understand why they feel so strongly about what Kenya did. And the difference is, again, it was illegal. So that's just the page 6 article, but there are several Bravo Shade Room, a couple other Instagram pages that shared this, and yeah, they tearing Kandi's arse up in the comments. Okay, and what are you all's thoughts? I know we've been touching on this real quickly. Give me your thoughts on this with Kandi just really, really riding the dungeon rumors, Ronia. It was a couple rumors that stem from the dungeon, but why is she going so hard? Let me know. Let me know. 482 of you joining me right now. Please hit the like button. Shout out to the cutie mods in the building. Shout out if you are a content creator in the chat. I'm going to read a couple comments before I get into this Huntsville happenings. Let's see. I like the way she is doing in her recent live. No yelling, no screaming, just simply. Who, Peggy? Mel? I like the way she is doing in her recent live. Let me know who you talking about, Peggy. Hey, Angela Richardson. Hello, hello, hello. Let me scroll down. Yes, Omisha, baby. Everything that glitters. And the only thing was glittering, in my opinion, when it comes to Simon, were his pockets. Everything that glitters ain't gold. Lil sis, trending. Hey, lil sis, I got you in my notes because I watched Mel's live on your channel early this morning, and trending child, I was tripping. First of all, I'm like, why is Mel's voice keep changing? I know it's early, but what's going on? And then trending, I was trying to comment at one point, child, looking at your screen like we were live. I was trying to comment in the live. But thank you, because that's where I watched the video and that's where I took all my notes. But Omisha, absolutely. Omisha said, I know Porsha regrets marrying Simon now because he's being extremely bitter since she left him. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Let me read a couple more. Teresa Wright, I agree. Getting on body nerves, okay? Sexy RN, CCRN said, how does a man who is here illegally talking about somebody breaking the law? Baby, I would play the game with him. You got that there pending, and that's why he's not sitting for too long. I don't care what Square Biz say. That's why that man not sitting for too long, because he know it is at any moment, at any time, that them people can catch up with his arse. And I would speed up that process. I said that before. I wouldn't care if I had to drop a couple thousand or something. Yeah, I would speed that process up. Sis, you say one thing about a bitter man: if they know you can be better without them, they will pull out all the strings to make your life a living his nail. Facts. Facts. Ooh, child. Ex's appreciation moment. I ain't had one to play with me in life. I promise you. Maybe they know I'm a little crack. I haven't had one gone on about your business. I'm talking period. I ain't talking about no ex-husband, current, recent, whatever. No, period. Hey, Natty, how are you? Okay, couple more comments. Alf said, hey, chit chat and cuties. Baby, I'm sniggling with the antics of Simon and Porsha because she truly thought she had that good, and he wouldn't do her like he did Fallon. Game over. Uh-huh. Oh, goodness gracious. You know, Aunt Debbie was one that initially said, look, I'll go ahead and move up out that goddamn house and go on about my business and all of that. I still stand on, look, that prenup must be honored, but the hassle. And even if she does move, let me say this man ain't going to stop. He going to go to something else. He's going to go to something else and harp on that. And honestly, Square Biz, I see you still commenting. He's just a hurt man. And hurt people want to try to hurt people. Simon will have Porsha back today if she wanted him. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake. Okay, couple more. Let me scroll down, see if I see some about Kandi. Yes, immigration people, he is not supposed to be here. Facts. Come get him. He right there posing with Sheree, right on Peachtree Street or whatever that street is. He right here in Buckhead, staying at this hotel. I would have a private investigator on him. I really, really would. Enough is enough. Hey, Anitra, was Kandi at her opening? Keisha, I don't know. I don't know. That's an excellent question, though, because that would really show the level of support. I will say this. I doubt it, seeing as though Kandi is not on the current season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I do think that the show asked Kandi to leave. Kandi said she got a whole lot of other stuff going on and she just, said she wasn't. But good question. You want to play dirty? Then bet. Let's get it. Cause call me the petty queen. Ma'am. You have to. Rod said, why is okay, here we go. We about to get into these Huntsville happenings. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with Rod Daniels. And I'm gonna start this, but I am gonna read it. I may come back to it. Why is Destiny mentioning Mel in her interviews? Talk about yourself. She didn't say nothing about Martell. Now you know I got that in my notes, right? Damn near word for word, bar for bar. But we gonna get to it. I took a lot of notes from Trending's video. And look, I punch in at 5 a.m. What time did Mel go live this morning, child? I missed it. But she had a lot of you guys are ahead of me in time. All right, sis, I see your comment. I'm gonna start that for when we get there. Didn't sound like a solid of a defense because even if the info was out there to post. Okay, Ronia, put the P word for me in the chat. If you're mentioning anything about revenge P, just put P. But I'll read your comment. Didn't sound like that solid of a defense because even if the info was out there, to post P like that is wrong. And I like Kenya and Kandi, but right is right, wrong is wrong. Yeah. In a nutshell, that's just it. That's all. If it wasn't what it was, Kenya would still be taping and on the show. That's just it. Couple more. Kandi is trying to support her friend, but she should have stayed silent on this matter. I agree with that as well. There's nothing wrong with you being there for your girl, and it's also nothing wrong with you telling your girl, look, girl, that shit was wrong. That could land you with a conviction, like somebody else that we know. And you're a good friend when you hold your friends accountable. That's when you're a good friend to me. It's not illegal to post something that's already on an internet, which is why Britt has not filed said charges. Bravo did it because their hand was forced because of all of their own issues. All right, Shadiel. Good point. Good point. We don't know what Britt gonna do. Hey, Brittany Janae. All right, let's go and get into these Huntsville. Was that Instagram trending? I thought that was you. I thought that was you changing the voice. Girl, Mel sound like at certain points. It wasn't the whole video. But I'm like, this is not Mel's voice. What's going on? So I thought it was like some audio enhancement or something. That's crazy. I never knew that Instagram. That's the first time I ever noticed that. Wow. Okay. Last comment for real. Where are we? Okay, we still got over 30 minutes. Simone said, I am with Kandi. You can't play victim now after you have posted your own X tape on a paid platform. And now you want a reality. Now you want a new celebrity career and think you're going to come at the queen and your tape won't be thrown in your face. Look, Simone, it's the difference. She could have thrown that tape all in her face. Hey, Snatch by Diego. Hey, Chef Don Don. Thank you guys for joining me. Hey, Ring Bass. Simone, you can throw whatever all in a person's face, and I would have been down for Kenya telling her just that. Look, girl, you on OnlyFans, dropping it low and spreading it wide. You over there doing this. You over there doing that. You over there. She could have said whatever, but it was the posting of the images that was wrong. It was the posting of the images for me that got her booted out of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, you can say whatever. This is reality TV, and no matter what, she could have said all of that. She didn't have to do what she did. That's my point. But we done with that. We'll talk about that later. I don't think I'm going live later, but we can continue that conversation. But let's go ahead and get into some Huntsville happening. Sunny Minx is telling Destiny, find you somebody to play with. Enough is enough. You didn't use our name a little too much. Go ahead on about your business. Now, before I get into the Huntsville happenings, let me do two things, child. Um, Feel free to support the host. Thank you guys for joining me. Feel free to support the host. Cash app is $ QT2. Also, make sure to like the video. Let me do a like check. Where's Linda Gamble? Linda, where are we? Where are we on likes? Let me do a like check real quick. And you guys know I don't do this, child. 591 watching, and we got 304 likes. Please hit the like button, guys. It is free. It is free. It is free. Shout out to you guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Sunny is Siccuh Destiny Pay. Sunny ain't the only one. Cause a Melody Cherie is as well, as they should be. Now, I told you guys what I felt about Sunny and Moses. I ain't got to keep saying it. That is what it is. But what also is, or what it is they are married. And I've said that Destiny should have been stop talking about Sunny and Moses when she's giving interviews, when she's on her channel doing her messy Mondays. Oh, I mean mental Mondays. It's messy. But enough is enough. I agree with Sunny. Sunny, bring it on. That's all I got to say. Sunny made this here post in her stories earlier this morning, and she said, Bitter Betty is at it again. I'm about to break my silence and let them know why your ex-husband left you. Since you can't seem to keep our names out your mouth. Hashtag, it's about to get real. Hashtag, I was trying to spare your ass. Well, no, she said I was trying to spare you. Sunny, drop the T. Drop the T. Now, you may feel some type of way, chat, about what I said about how you and Moses started, but go back, watch a couple videos, and I agree with you. Destiny should keep Moses and Sunny's name out of their mouth. Now, initially, early on, maybe when the season first started, it wasn't too long either before or after. Sunny and Moses were given a couple interviews. They stopped. They stopped. And basically, when it comes to Sunny and Mel being sick of Destiny, it's because Destiny really ain't got anything to talk about. And she's been reintroduced to Love and Marriage Huntsville. And the only way that she know, in my opinion, that she's gonna feel adequate enough or interesting is if she keep folks' name in her mouth. Okay? And yeah, people are sick of Destiny. And I am too. I am. Minerva. Thank you, Minerva. Thank you for the super sticker. Welcome back again to Minerva. Let me properly thank Minerva. I'm gonna give you this one, Minerva.
Plenty dollars. Plenty dollars. Can we get
Thank you. Who is that? Ronisha? Hold on, guys. Y'all know I gotta acknowledge the money. Ronia, thank you. Thank you as well, Ronia, for the super sticker. I appreciate you as well.
Thank you, boo boo, thank you, and I got my money, boo boo.
All right, let's get on into Melody Cherie. Mel is not having it. I'm loving it because if we've been watching, but now Destiny, get you some business. Get your own storyline. Angela Richardson say, I am team Sunny. Bring it on, Sunny. Sunny has every right to come out here and say exactly what she said. Since Destiny can't seem to keep their names out of mouth. Sunny called her bitter Betty baby. Bitter Betty. And she's in the right when it comes to this. It's a done deal, Destiny. And look, Sonny, you could have went a little further if you ask me, because it's been bogus how Destiny has been going around saying she can still have him. He still want her. He still love her. All of the above, crying and shit. Yeah, I was her girl. If you don't go ahead on somewhere with this, it's tired now. What's even tireder, and I know that's not a word, but Destiny, look, girl, we remember just 2 years ago, this was after the initial falling out, if we want to call it that, between her and Mel. And that's when Mel went over to where Destiny was recording that photo shoot, child, what she had on the yellow with the feathers and all of that. Destiny, look, we remember you sitting there talking to Mel. That was after the fallout about what Mel heard Destiny and Tisha talking about in that hotel room. And in that sit down, Destiny said, I love you. And you really did want to rekindle that friendship. And Mel said, no, I'm good. But we can be cordial. I ain't got nothing against you, but I'm good. So this is my thing before I get into the notes of what Mel had to say. Destiny says she's in trauma therapy. I don't get it. Because to me, these friendships and the ex and all of that would, if they affected me in the way that you're trying to act like it did, that would cause me further trauma. And if I'm in trauma-based therapy, I know there's some things I should stay away from. Number one, Mel, because she ain't saying a damn thing about me. And number two, anything when it comes to Moses. You done said your piece on the show. You guys are still recording. So if you're going to talk about it on the show, talk about it on the show. But the interviews are a bit much. The sit down with Dr. Heavenly going into details and all that, it is a bit much. It is giving bitter. I must give that to Sunny. Because if Destiny is working on herself, why? Why? So Destiny's return to love and marriage Huntsville, in my opinion, should only be about Destiny. That's what I think. You didn't get it out your system about Moses. Now move on. Can we find out? Hopefully we'll find out through Sunny Child. Ain't no gag order on her. Can we find out what happened with LeBerry? Because we have learned more about Moses than we did your ex-husband. I don't think it's a gag order, because you can't gag me on my life. And there's a way around things that you can say something where you will not get in trouble. So she's using them for a storyline. But let's get into what Melody Cherie had to say this morning, baby. Shout out again to my little sis, trending. But Mel says she's coming out here and she's just going to nip shit in the bud. from now on. She's done with letting shiznit slide. And I don't blame her. You know, the big thing that Mel is upset, and y'all let me know, child, because she going on TikTok this afternoon to further expound on a couple things. But she's really coming out here to shut down this narrative that she's trying to make folks choose sides. And a lot of us with common sense know it's either right or wrong. What side are you on? So she mentioned a couple things though. She talked about how when Destiny and Stormy almost got to fighting, and I remember Mel saying this. I'm sure you guys remember it, but it was good to hear her say it. She did say at that Galentine's event, look, you guys don't even know each other like this. What's going on? Y'all don't even know each other like this to be, baby, they was about to come to blows. But guess what? Now they besties. That's what Melody Cherie said. Two people that are friends that wasn't always friends. They besties now. And basically, she was saying that she even told Destiny, look, get to know people on your own. Just because she wasn't always cool with family members and stuff like that, she did champion these relationships, Tisha, Stormy, that Destiny now has. But when it comes to choosing right and wrong, what you are choosing, which is what Mel made sure to keep saying, is either you're down with illegal shiznit or you're not. And where does your integrity lie? That's the choice that she wants people to make. And for me, it shouldn't be a hard choice. It really shouldn't. How many times have we talked about this, guys? Even when it comes to Marceau, for real though, free Martell. We talking about integrity. But this is what I loved when she said it. If you feel like it's okay, then guess what? It's going to be okay for your daughter. It's going to be okay for your niece. It's going to be okay for your cousin. If you feel like what Martell did was okay, then yeah, we would love to see you all's reactions if it was you. And she really don't even have to say this. People know that's the deal. People know what Martell did was wrong. People know that it was illegal because again, they didn't arrest Martell just because Mel said, can you arrest him? No. And it is choosing whether you are down for right and wrong. But she also said that she dropped some gems. She ain't really got time for all of that. She is cool with being with herself, making her little money, and going on about her business. She also mentioned the age thing, and she's younger than, I believe the only one that's younger than Mel is Stormy, if I'm not mistaken. But when it comes to Tisha and Destiny, and then with this friends this and friends that, it is high schoolish, which is what Mel said in that live. She also mentioned she hasn't been running around and giving interviews. She said Dr. Heavenly reached out to her about 2-3 weeks ago. We know you did, Heavenly, with your messy tail. Even though Heavenly did say that Mel is her friend, or I don't know if they friends, but that's what Heavenly said. She said she's a mellow meter. I think Heavenly's probably saying all of that to that extent to try to get that interview. But she also said that Crystal XO reached out to her as well. And Mel just said, look, I'm taking a break from interviews right now. And she definitely don't want to go on no interviews talking about folks like these folks are talking about her. It's okay for Destiny to give interviews, but girl, can you talk about your life? But she know the interview is not going to hit if she not talking about Sunni and Moses and Mel. Ain't said a damn thing about Martell, though, other than he's a good guy. Okay, Kimmy. What else? What else? What else? What else? I got 3, 4 pages of notes here. She spoke, Mel did, spoke about people telling stories and omitting certain parts. And I believe that that's what she's gonna really, really get into on TikTok in a couple hours, probably real soon. That car rental conversation. Now, Cutie Crew, you guys know we talked about that last night, didn't we? What did I say? Child, am I a man reader? Because I didn't know Mel was going to come out and address this. But we talked about that last night. And I said, look, Mel had to file bankruptcy when she divorced Martell. They had properties and all of that and businesses that they had to dissolve, all of the above, credit card debt and everything else. So yeah, if she filed bankruptcy, those credit card companies, that's a part of that as well. And if Destiny stepped in, no matter when the time, and put her card down, I'm sure Mel had the cash. But most rental car companies, you got to have either a debit card with a higher dollar amount for your deposit or a credit card. And if hers at the time, because Destiny, we're not going to act like you wasn't going over there sitting in that big, beautiful home that was Mel and Martell. We're not going to act like Mel wasn't driving Range Rovers and this and that when she was married. So you trying to paint this picture that at that time she could have been going through something and you had to put down your credit card. I I can almost guarantee that she had the money to go ahead. But if it's the requirements of the rental car companies, and if you were supposed to be her girl at the time, I don't see how that equates to her just recognizing a need for you and out of the kindness of her heart, giving you thousands to you putting down your card that, in the end wasn't even charged. That's as a whole, girl. That's as a whole. But what else? She mentioned, child, how messy Wanda called the showrunner the other day after Mel came out here and let loose. What that tell you guys? Same damn thing it told me. Wanda is out here clowning because she want to get back on that show. Mel said that the showrunner didn't even call Wanda back. Didn't even call her back. But we gotta recognize that if that was Wanda's immediate action, instead of her clicking live like she's been doing, yeah, that does mean that she wants to be on the show. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. The things that you've said was too brutal. Too brutal. They shut that ass down. Nope. We're not even gonna call her crazy ass back. Look, Wanda, people are intelligent out here, and a lot of us knew that that was your goal. But as disgusting and all of that, do you think that they really just gonna say, "Yeah, come on back, girl, come on back"? You talking about kids? You talking about something that happened 38, damn near 40 years ago? When it comes to Miss Van being in a relationship with Mel's daddy, you talking about all this stuff you don't know. Yeah, come back so we can get sued. How, like Mel plans to do. So who didn't think that? Let me say real quick. I don't know why. Why isn't StreamYard showing me who sent me a super chat, super sticker? But thank you, Brittany Janae. Brittany said, definitely tired of Dustiana, baby. Definitely. We all are. We all are. I don't know what's that fell. Probably same thing I picked up yesterday. But thank you, Brittany Janae. Brittany, Janae, you guys know I like to say names a certain way. Child, look at Square Biz. Oh, okay, this is not about Simon. Square. Thank you, Square Biz. Square Biz said Mel seriously needs to address Destiny's accusations regarding the amount she paid for her utilities. She didn't pay for her utilities, first of all, and the so-called claim of the rental car due to bad credit or so. She said that she will be addressing Destiny shortly, but Mel didn't pay her utility bills. Mel went to her home, saw that their red notice on the door, allegedly, I'm throwing a lot of stuff in here, saw that big bright notice on the door, when you can't pay your bills and they send some people on over there, you ain't you're not responding to the mail, you're not answering the phone, you dipping and dodging. And as a friend, she gave her money. What Destiny did with that is her her business. But yeah, so she didn't pay, the Huntsville Light Company, gas company, a water company. Child, they say it was every company, allegedly, every company. But so yeah, thank you, Square Biz. Thank you, Brittany Janae. Let me real quickly acknowledge you guys. I appreciate the support. I really do.
Thank you, boo boo. Thank you, and I got my money, boo boo.
I said it cut off and I got my money, boo boo. But thank you, ladies. I appreciate you. I really do. But Mel said, no, ma'am, Wanda. I won't be filming with your arse ever. That's just on period. But she did mention how she showed up to, you guys remember the event that Tisha had for Macy and Mila's product release. Mel said she wasn't on the clock. She didn't have to show up to film or anything. She went to support the babies. Big difference. She went to support the babies. And Wanda was there, and child, Mel's word said Wanda was on mute. She said Wanda was doing the mute challenge. Okay. You guys remember the Beyonce's look around, everybody on mute. That's how Wanda was standing in the chat. But when Wanda get on YouTube, it's a different thing. It's a different thing. She also mentioned that wasn't nobody scared to go to that podcast event, Mel's event, tour stop in Huntsville with Carlos the King. She said they wasn't scared to come. They wasn't on the clock and they not showing up without a paycheck. So she mentioned that, I think in relation to what she just said, she wants to support Tisha and Tisha's babies, especially the babies. But that was the only reason she believes that Tisha didn't come to the podcast, or probably the other cast members. We do know that Stormy was there. A lot of the Mellow Meters was there. They were saying that Stormy looked cute, how Stormy was smaller than what they thought, and this or that. Stormy wasn't scared. Stormy even told Destiny last week or week before that she had a good time, and she talked to Mel, and Destiny said, well, was it real energy? Like a Sunni said, bit of Betty, a Debbie Downer, all of the above. Was it real? So anybody that's trying to not act like, maybe they do feel this way, that, we good with Mel. Destiny gonna stop that shit. She gonna stop it. Was it real? Yeah, I don't know. Then she does a lot of non-verbal things, bucking of the ass, chat. So she bucked her ass so much in Dr. Heavenly's interview. I thought they was about to pop out. But we know that since Destiny been on Love and Marriage Huntsville, even when she gives interviews, that's what she does. Book and book and book her ass. Do I have another picture of Destiny bucking her ass? Not here on StreamYard. But look, people are tired of you, Destiny. It's time for you to go ahead on about your business, because we have not, up until this morning, I have not heard Mel talking about Destiny. That's for me. And yeah, she has not. Now, if she probably said a little bit here or there in the last week or two, based off of Destiny's interviews after interview after interview after interview, then yeah, she has every right to speak about it. So I'm loving it. I don't want to say it's a new Mel, but Mel said, find you somebody else to play with in 2024. She also showed where a retainer fee was returned, meaning a lawyer was just sitting on go, just ready. Entertainment lawyer that is also Rick Ross's attorney. Well, They haven't had to use, she hasn't had to use their services too much. She said initially the retainer was 10K, 10,000 that she paid, and they refunded her a little bit over $8,000. Came in the mail this morning. She ready to send that money right on back. Go ahead. I need you now. Let me go ahead and send that retainer check right on back to you. She got a couple people to handle, especially Wanda. So we do know it's been quiet. We do know that Wanda had a death in the family. Maybe that's why quiet. I hope she stay quiet because the people are tired. Mel hasn't done anything to you, Wanda, at all. And it is beyond you sticking up for your daughter. We talked about that last night as well. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It is beyond you trying to say, I'm sticking up for my daughter. Because if you sticking up for your daughter, you're going to stick up, excuse me, to what Stormy had to say about her. Called her a whole chihuahua just the other day. Called her a whole chihuahua. Called her, was it ghetto, child? I think she called her ghetto. My notes from the other day is somewhere else. But yeah, Stormy has had a lot to say about Tisha. And guess who haven't had a damn thing to say about Stormy? Wanda. Okay. Mel is on TikTok live, child. How come I didn't get no doggone notification? Baby, we gonna head right there. But before I go, I definitely gotta acknowledge my people. Tanya B, we had our hour anyway. Thank you so much, Tanya B. Tanya said when Mel said she knows the reason folk didn't come to the podcast was not because of the fear of millimeters, because she knows what was going on behind the scene. Some people don't want to film for free. Facts. Had me thinking Kimmy didn't have a contract at the time of the podcast. I don't think that it was that they didn't. Trending, is she live? Somebody just said, no, I just read somebody comment. But I know she coming, child. I got my notifications on. I ain't got a notification. So if Trending say she not live, she not live. Let me know, little sis. Tanya B, I don't think, and first of all, thank you so very much for the generous super chat. Everybody's super chat is generous, but thank you so much. I don't think that it was because they were in limbo as far as having a contract. No, they get paid per scenes. Okay, thanks, Chef Don Don. She's not live. Trending, I got 3 more minutes. So when she live, share it on YouTube, please. I think that if they weren't contracted to show up for that scene, they didn't go. So yeah, they are under contract, but if they're getting paid based off of what scenes they're in, yeah, they just didn't go because of that. Because of that. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me go ahead and properly thank Tanya B. I got a couple more minutes. I'm gonna read some comments. We were well close to 800 that was watching. Thank you guys so much. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Tanya B. Cutie Crew member.
What did I say for you? Tell them to bring me my money.
All right. Okay, Trendy, you said I got you, big sis. If she goes live before 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm locked and loaded. Okay, what time is it? Okay, it is 2:26 Central, 3:26 Eastern. So you got a whole hour. Okay. Thank you again, Tanya B. Shout out again to the Cutie Crew. Let me read some comments. StreamYard is tripping with these comments today. Child, how did I get up there? You see, I didn't even click that. But yes, everything is alleged. Everything that I said is alleged entertainment purposes. Only all of that. But let me get to some comments before we go. What are you guys' thoughts about? Again, this is not the new mail. This is the mail that, look, I was trying to be humble. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to go ahead and let you do you. She even said, because she used to say, whatever. And Mel says she is tired of whatevering. And I don't blame her. Damn, you got a whole life out here. Speaking of destiny, what's going on? What's going on? and go through your life and pick out what you can discuss when it comes to LeBerick. He snored like a MFer. He left his dirty underwear on the floor. This irked me. That irked me. Do I think that Sunni got the tea? Absolutely. Let's not forget it was Sunni's job to be Destiny's producer and to find out the ins and outs. That's why a lot of us felt some type of way about, somehow she ended up with Moses. It is what it is. But do I think that Sunni may know what happened when it comes to Destiny and LeBerick? She said she's about to break a silence and let them know why your husband left you. Why? I did not, Anitra J. Where is it? Funky Daniva's response to Wanda about her and a Melody. Hey, Justice. Justice, I saw you in here before the live even started. Let me know, guys. I got 1 more minute, 2 more minutes. Anitra J, hurry, hurry, hurry. Let me know. What did he say real quick, child? Where could I watch? It is, if I'm not mistaken, is an Eastern Standard Time. Or maybe no. I don't know because, child, with me living in Arizona for 10 years, my time didn't change. Now I'm back where I am and time does change. Is it 2:28 Eastern or 3:28 Eastern? Right. Eastern Standard Time is 3 hours ahead of me. Central Standard Time is 2. Let me go to my world clock, child. In New York right now, it's 3:29. It is Eastern, 3:29. Thank you. Somebody was questioning me. But yeah, I do think that Sunni got the tea, and Sunni is time, because you guys are married now. And I said that in spite of how I felt about how they got together, Destiny should go ahead on about her business. You ain't gonna find me crying over no Negro on no TV or interviews or nothing else. And he married and all of that. No, ma'am, no, sir. Valerie, thank you, Valerie, for the super sticker. Thank you to all of you if you sent me any acts of kindness and support monetary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me play this on my way out the door.
Boo-boo, thank you, and I got my money, boo-boo.
Oh, this hour is not enough. This hour is not enough. Baby, depending on that they're live, I ain't even going to say depending on. We'll be back tonight. It may be a late night. So it may be about 7 my time, which would be 9 Central, 10 Eastern, somewhere around there. It may be a late, but I'm definitely coming back to talk about what Mel got to say on this here TikTok. You guys make sure you are following 7th Avenue Beauty over there on TikTok. Put your notifications on because she coming. She coming. And I like it. She's speaking up for herself. She got that lawyer on standby. And it is what it is. People got whole lives out here. Find you something else to talk about. So that's my time. I love you guys. Shout out to the Cutie crew. Shout out to the Cutie mods. Relly, I saw you drop down. Shout out to the content creators trending. Aunt Debbie, Pink Table Topics, Chef Don, whomever that I miss. I don't even have my comments on. I'm looking at this little thing that I'm about to play my little outro. But thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tonight. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat.